Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
It's William and Andrew here from Allegory Gallery. How is everyone today? Happy Friday.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, let us know if you can't hear us.
With the air conditioning?
Yeah, we're trying to stay a little bit cool. We mistakenly turned off the air conditioning downstairs for a day, and now it's taken like 2 days to cool the whole house down. So we're trying not to do too much here. Let's say hi to people. The Julia Prince Inc. joined us over on Instagram. Kathy Dorfer over there as well. Old General PA joined us. Thank you. Ideal Karma, our friend Dawn. Thank you so much for joining us over there. And we have Marianne and Amanda here. Norma has also joined us over on YouTube. Susan on YouTube as well. Thank you all for joining us. If you're out there, please say hi. I know I have more numbers showing than are saying hi, so please feel free to say hi. Let me know if you can't hear us okay. Last time we had the air on, it wasn't a problem. Maybe I will turn the fan down to low, though.
Is Ideal done? Isn't that who we took a class with in Baltimore?
Yep. It's our friend Dawn. And yeah. Hello. Hello, everyone. Today we have some Czech Glass for you. Czech Glass happening. We have both modern and vintage. So this should be a good show. I think if you like Czech Glass, we have some new stuff we've never shown before. I think it's all new. I don't think we've shown any of this before. So gonna have this. Gonna have some good prices on here for you. And yeah. But first, yesterday was a holiday here in the US, at least, and we weren't live with you all. So you didn't miss anything if you missed yesterday. And we were thinking about hanging out, but then we actually took some time off ourselves, a little bit, and did a little chilling out in amongst some other work that we did.
I don't know about you, but I had the worst time last night. We had William. So I get barometric pressure headaches.
Yes, he does.
And it's not always super predictable. And last night I had a terrible one. And I kept sneezing, and had a huge headache. And I was like, William, are you sure there's no storm coming?
I kept looking at the forecast. No storm showing. No storm, no rain until next Tuesday, it said. And then what happened was I stopped looking. I'm like, it's not showing anything. And then he asked, who, if there was any rain coming. And it said, oh, between 1 and 3 a.m., there may be some light showers. And then I looked at my phone again, and what popped up? Rain in the forecast. I asked him, I said, is it going to rain? Are you telling me it's going to rain? Is that what you're telling? He's like, I don't know. He should know by now and just say yes, because that's usually what that means.
I don't know, though, because sometimes it's like, oh, I didn't have enough coffee, or I didn't get enough sleep, or I didn't get enough this.
But this was bad last night. He was having a hard time of it.
And then I ate too much, and I got heartburn.
He made a really good dinner last night, though, and then ate too much and got heartburn. And then, of course, we were both craving snacks. So I ran out and got us snacks. Thank you for all the Dollar General people who keep the stores open during the holidays. So we got ice cream and cookies for snacks. And
we've been talking about it all the time.
I know. We keep talking about it. It seeps in. It seeps in there. So, yeah. And so I slept okay last night. I think the sugar had me a little buzzing until later than I wanted to be, but we also got caught into watching a show, and we had to finish that show. Well, we watched a movie, and then we watched a show, or watched a show and then watched a movie. I can't remember what order it was in. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us. Jane Greer has joined us also on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. So, yeah, I went to bed at like 3 in the morning, something like that. Finally fell asleep. And then Gertie came in and woke me up around 6 or 7, like she is wont to do nowadays. Don't know why. She's trying to keep me on some schedule. It's not my schedule. It's her little schedule that she's created for me. But she's pretty pushy about it too. She comes up yelling, like screaming in my ear. She comes up to my face and yells at me to get up. And then she kisses my nose. And if I resist, she follows my face around and kisses my nose whatever way I turn. And then yells at me some more.
I'm telling you, this is your gentle wake-up call.
Yeah, gentle. And then, if I don't get up, she leaves for a while, and then about an hour later does it again. It's like my snooze button. She snoozes for an hour and then comes back.
Well,
so,
to be fair, you're not easy to wake up in the morning.
I am not easy to wake up, especially when I've had like 3 hours of sleep or 4 hours of sleep. Miss Gertie. I don't know who taught her that. I don't know why she decided it was time for me to wake up. I don't know if Golden Daddy's out there teaching her bad things.
No, but usually, well, I don't know.
Usually you're just going to bed. It makes sense. He's trying to get me out of bed so he can go to bed. He's trained her in secret. Says, Gertie, go wake up White Daddy. It's time for Golden Daddy to sleep. Night.
Hungry.
Studio Shelly joined us. Thank you for joining out there on Instagram. Angela is here. Hello, Angela. Says heat advisory here, 90 at this time of day. Get the house cool so you can sleep tonight. Yeah, right now we're at 81. Just cooled down a little bit finally. 81. What was that? Shooting things at me. Not you. Cheryl says, hi. Says, Andrew, I get storm pressure in my sinuses and crazy ear pressure. And it only started in the past couple of years. It's like I'm a fortune teller when it comes to knowing when the storms will hit.
Correct.
Yes, Andrew's had this since I've known him. It's gotten worse since we moved to Pennsylvania.
That's kind of the weather changes sometimes.
Yeah, we've got weird weather. New York wasn't so bad, but Pennsylvania, we got the wild weather here.
I mean, they joke around, you wait 5 minutes and the weather changes, but it's not really a joke.
It's not that much of a joke.
It's more accurate than they realize.
Yeah. So that was our day off, 4th of July, which is my grandmother's birthday, who has passed. So it's always kind of a sad day for me for that. But she would not want me to be sad. So I try not to be sad. And I was going to put up a post about her and which was only making me sadder to think about. So I decided not to do that and just kind of keep the day to myself. Because like you said, she would not want me to be sad about that. We should be celebrating. So
she'd be the first one to be making some kind of red, white, and blue dessert.
I almost went. Our grocery store had closed early, and I didn't know when. I was going to make the no-bake cheesecake because we always made that. Well, often made that for her birthday, with strawberries and blueberries on it in a little flag formation on her cake.
We didn't do it today.
He says, "Why not today?" Because I just got home. I literally just got home and started working on this. Yeah, so I was at the store today. It was pretty slow in the store, so I got pictures taken for some things. We're going to put the art beads that we're trying to help our friends sell through in the D-Stash group soon. So I got pictures of all of those today. I started taking pictures of the items on our art wall for the florist show so that we can get those in the online store for anybody who may like to purchase those. I talked to somebody, one of our customers who I've not talked to in like 3 years, um, something like that. She apparently started calling during the transition. She's like, I've been trying to get a hold of y'all for months. We had our phone off for the most part during the transition. So she finally called in again. She doesn't use email. She doesn't use Messenger. She doesn't have a computer. So that's how she reaches us. And we had a good long talk for like 2 hours in the store today, catching up and talking about things. So it was good to hear from her. And that was nice. It's always nice to catch up with a friend. Um, and
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a couple of years.
no, she's been going through some things, so she's not been out and about as much. But neither have we. We don't go to shows. We used to see her at shows all the time.
Just one show.
Yeah, one show in particular. Um, Sylvia is here. Hello, Sylvia. Says Sacramento is currently at 109 degrees. That's too hot. It went up to 85 today, and there wasn't a lot of air blowing around, so it felt kind of humid and kind of hot.
I don't get how our basement feels muggy.
I know.
Usually that's like the coldest room in the house.
Yep.
For some reason, like in the winter, it's usually pretty warm.
Yep.
And then
the winter I keep it pretty warm.
Well, in the winter it's pretty warm, and then in the summer it's usually pretty cool. But for some reason,
This year it's been very muggy in the basement, and we've had the dehumidifier running the whole time. Barnaby's been down there less, so it's not like he's down there opening doors and stuff. I don't know. I felt that too, though. It feels very muggy down there. So I don't know. Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle, joining us. So yeah, the store today. I did some cleaning, did some dusting, did some sweeping, did some photo taking, did some plant watering. We needed to water all our plants that are there now. They were starting to show their heat exhaustion, but they perked up by the end of the day. And yeah, just general things.
You put the lavender out.
Mm-hmm. I put it out, and I had to water it today. And Michelle says, I sent an email. Did you get it? When did you send it? Because I was taking a look at email today, but it depends when you sent it. If it was in the later part of the day, I didn't see it yet. If it was in the earlier part of the day, it may have gone to spam because I checked through my email earlier today. But I'll look for it. And yeah, I probably haven't checked email from about 3 p.m. our time on, something like that. So if it was after that, I did not see it. If it was before that, I didn't get it. And then I had to pick up some groceries on the way home. Yeah, groceries. Had to pick up some stuff at the cottage to make a stop there, and got here. That's been my day, everybody. It's been a busy day. The day went by quickly. I don't know where it all went. But yeah, between taking pictures and talking to people, had one person come in today, which was nice to see. Fridays are usually pretty slow days, so it was good to see someone. And then yeah, and some online stuff. I've made a few posts. I made a reel. Just that general stuff that we have to keep doing all the time, right? Keep doing it because the social media likes it when you stay engaged. Speaking of engagement, please like and share this video. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the heart wherever you are. Please do that like thing and share if you can. Share to your stories, share to your timeline, share wherever. We'd appreciate that. Sylvia's here. Hello, Sylvia. Says it's been over 100 for several days and the forecast continues through next Thursday. No, thank you. I will stay right here in Pennsylvania and be okay with that for now.
We have to go to Baltimore.
We have to go to Baltimore.
Or I'll go.
Or Andrew's going. Yeah, there's a show Andrew wants to see. Um, so we may be making a trip to Baltimore at some point very soon, a quick day trip, because it's only 3 hours from us, so it's not too bad. We can do a nice little day trip down there. Michelle says, I think it's 114 degrees today. What are y'all doing? I thought you were supposed to be nice and temperate in California.
No, in LA.
Oh, LA. I forget LA. LA is different, I hear.
No, there's parts that it's not. Also, it's the.
That's Amanda just said, I thought California had reasonable summers. That's what I thought
you're
too.
thinking of Northern California.
I guess
Even that. So California is the whole side of the U.S. So they have desert and all kinds.
Amy Lowe says, I'm planning to see the Joyce Scott show sometime next week too.
When are you going? Maybe we'll meet up.
Yeah, we can meet up maybe. When are you going?
I think Wednesday is the day for us.
Wednesday's the day?
Yeah, because...
My pottery day?
Yeah, I don't know, because I have to go to Peters Valley.
I know.
And I have to look over when I'm doing that. And it's only open certain days.
Well, might be Wednesday. We'll have to see. Marion says, today was a windy 80. That's not bad, right? Not bad for summer. That should be like the max that summer should be able to do is like 80. That's good. That's good. Amy says, not going on Wednesday, have a workshop that day. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, so life, everybody. How's everyone else's life? How was your 4th of July? We got through it. We got through it without too many firework noises. I was surprised. Usually we hear a lot of booming around, and there was not that much. I don't even think Gilbert had to run and hide. Huh? Maybe the threat of rain, but that wasn't in the forecast until Andrew asked for it. And then the rain showed up in the forecast. So yeah, it wasn't too bad here. I could hear some fireworks, but it was pretty good. Let's see here. Amy went blue.
I like the fireworks that they were for the sound.
The noise. Yeah, I used to not mind the noise. I still don't mind the noise, but I do understand it is not good for pets and it is not good for vets with PTSD. So I think they do make fireworks that are soundless, and I think they really should use those, especially for something like the 4th of July. But Amy says, I went blueberry picking in New Jersey. Nice. That sounds fun. Marianne agrees that ought to be the upper limit for temperature. I think so. Michelle says, stayed in. Everyone around was setting them off. Fireworks, yeah. Amanda's been watching Copa America and Euro Cup. It's been too hot to do anything outdoors. Yeah, I mowed the grass yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, I did mow the grass yesterday. That was something else I did during the day. And it was hot.
That's surprising when you did.
Yeah, I was out like midday. It was hot, but I needed to get it done. And I felt like if I didn't get it done then, it was going to just run into me not doing it. So I took Barnaby and Gilbert out, and then when they came in, I went out and did the quick mowing of the grass. Didn't do any trimming, any type of weed eating, no, it was too hot for that. Susan says, some fireworks here, but not as much noise as in previous years. The cats were okay, not bothered by the noise too much. Good. Because I know it can get crazy there too, right? But yeah, it was, I feel like the fireworks weren't as crazy this year. I might be wrong, and I'm sure that varies by location, but here in Ligonier, I feel like we did okay. Yeah. So that's that. What else? What else is going on for y'all? What are we having for dinner, Andrew? Food. He says food. You did ask me to pick up some pasta on the way home, so I know there's probably pasta being made. Maybe. Amanda says, I saw a baby deer. So cute. I've seen a lot of baby deer. I almost hit a baby deer yesterday. Yesterday? Did I go somewhere? Maybe it was the day before. I don't know where I was. I can't remember. Maybe I was driving up to the cottage one day, and I was coming back, and this tiny little deer ran out right where there's like almost no time to stop. Like I swerved a little bit, and that's all I could do. Thankfully, it made it across the road.
You need to be careful with the swerve. That's when you hit the one deer.
Huh?
The one deer you hit because you swerved the one time.
No, it ran out in front of me that time.
With the Jeep?
With the Jeep. But yeah, it was a tiny, and I was in the van. I was like, this is not going to end well for the deer, but luckily it did. Everything was good. Mary says, where was the mama deer? I don't think it had a mama deer anymore, because there was usually the mama jumps first and then the baby, and there was nothing but the baby jumping out into the middle of the road. Luckily, like I said, it kept going, but it just like appeared out of nowhere. But that was all good, all safe. But there have been a lot of baby deer right now, a lot of little speckled little fawns running around. They are very cute, and I like to see them with their mamas. Sometimes the mama, things happen and they're all by themselves, but yeah, it's been a lot of little animals. I've seen a lot of bunnies along the road lately. A lot of bunnies, a lot of deer, a lot of little squirrels, a lot of chipmunks running around. And there have been a lot of, it seems like, raccoons. I've seen a lot of raccoons at night. So the animals are out and about lately. So be careful if you're driving late. Yeah. Let's see. Anybody else? Chris Kalen joined us on Instagram. Thank you for hanging out with us. And let's see. Should we get started, everybody? Are you all ready? We have Czech Glass today. Let's go over a few things for anybody who may be watching and may be new. We're going to do Czech Glass, both vintage and modern Czech. We're going to give you lot numbers. These lot numbers start with CZ for Czech. And you'll take down that lot number. So for example, CZ1, you will send it to us in an email. Just put it in the subject line of your email. Address the email to info@allegorygallery.com and hit send. We're going to ask you to please send a new email each time. Do not reply to your old emails to send another one. It is convenient because it automatically puts in the to line, but it groups everything together, and then you miss out on everything, and I don't want you to miss out. All right? So info@allegorygallery.com, put the subject line as the lot number, and hit send. Many of these we have more than one of, especially the newer ones, or the new Czech Glass. So if you want more than one strand, put the lot number times 3, for example, if you want 3.
Some of the vintage, though, there's only one.
Yeah, some of the vintage, there's like 1. So it is first come, first serve. We do not take requests through any messaging or any comments or anything but the email address. All right, you can only claim through email, and we have our reasons for that, but mainly it comes down to everything's in one place, everything's sorted by time and date, and there's no mistaking who got what. Makes it super simple. All right.
I know some people that are like, well, I've known you for so long, and normally I don't have a problem, but then when we start bending the rules, it gets real sticky, and people get their feelings hurt. So
no bending the rules, only email.
People get trying to make me into have a problem.
Who's doing it now?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. No, we don't bend the rules, everybody. Email only. I am the only one who does the invoicing and billing. Andrew doesn't mess with that at all.
Correct.
So you want to reach me, you got to email me. That's how it works. That's how we do this thing. All right. Let's do this thing then. Let me flip this around. Susan's excited for Czech Glass. What's that?
Getting serious.
Getting serious now. I gotta get myself amped up here. Get myself in position. Oh my! Andrew's growling. He's getting himself ready for this. All right. Boy, everything looks dark. Everything looks so dark today. Let me turn on these little lights. I thought my screen went yellow already, but it's only 8 o'clock, so it did not. Susan has a family of hawks living in the neighbor's yard. That's kind of cool. Hopefully pets are okay. Because that's... Huh? Hawk isn't a problem?
Huh?
Hawk?
Oh, hawk?
Yeah, hawks. Watch out for your small dogs and cats. I always watch the skies when I take the cats out, because I've heard horror stories of hawks coming down and swooping up pets outdoors. Everybody's got it. They don't got to eat my babies though. All right. Let's start with some new Czech Glass.
And this is new old stock.
New old stock.
I can't vouch for when, but the place that we get this from, they've been collecting for a long time. And they go over pretty much every year. So some of it's real old, and then some of it's newer. So I don't really know, but I haven't seen a lot of these shades for a while, so I'm guessing it's on the more vintage edge of things.
The vintage edge of modern. Let's see here. Marianne says, yes, little beasties are hawk dinners. Susan says, the hawks couldn't lift either of our boys. They are too big. Hawks can't lift over 5 pounds. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. All right. CZ1 is the lot number here, and it's these beautiful Czech Glass drops. I'm not going to call them the other D word, dagger, because this internets don't like that. So these are going to be Czech Glass drops, and these are approximately, let's see if I can get this for you, 11 millimeters long by, well, 6 millimeters, 6.5 millimeters wide. And these are this beautiful green color. They're only $3 a strand. We have 12 strands available. And I think $3, that's, I think, a dang good deal for y'all. Really good deal for beautiful, newish, vintage-ish, somewhere in between Czech Glass.
We tried to make good prices.
Yeah, we tried to make good prices. So there you go. Hello, Brooke. Thanks for joining us. You joined us just in time for the start of the show. Well, the selling part of the show. CZ1 doing Czech Glass today. CZ2 coming up. This is that same shape and size. See if I can show you. So these are black with a gray finish. And there are these little flags or leaves or drops.
I like the word pennant.
What word?
Pennant.
Pennant?
Isn't that what those are called?
I don't know. I guess.
You know those things that have
I know. I
sports
think
and
of
stuff?
I think of pennants as more squared off, but like triangular. But
Are those the ones I'm thinking?
these look these ones no. You're thinking we do have some that are more pennant shaped. Yes, coming up. These are rounded, so these are more leaf-like, leafy.
Are there people watching?
We've got like 12 people watching at least, plus our Instagrammers.
Are there anybody saying anything so far?
Michelle is saying, need thread from you. She just made a Facebook Marketplace friend and getting a ton of delicas. Angela's joining from a different device. Hello again. So CZ2, $3.50 each only. And we've got 12 of these available. I was going to do the email thing, but I don't think I need to really tell y'all when we've got.
I don't know. Sometimes, especially with the vintage stuff, there's only one.
Well, when we get there, yeah. I've sold one of CZ1 so far.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me check my spam just to make sure. Let's get this up and running over here. All right, so this is CZ2.
How much were they?
$3.50 each. All right, I know some of y'all like buttons. We're doing these buttons at only at 75 cents each. Only 75 cents each. We've got Czech Glass buttons in black.
I have some more of those.
We'll have more buttons after. We're going to go through these, and then we're going to go into some vintage. Like, we know it's vintage, and then we're going to go back into some of these. So we have CZ3. Are these beautiful? I love these buttons. I like the shape of these. And we have a number of these available. So feel free to get more than one at 75 cents each. I didn't put how many down here because I didn't count them all out. But there are a bunch of these available. But that's it. Once we're done with them, we're done with them. We're not going to be getting more. So
I think I bought them out.
he bought them out. So there you go. CZ3. We always get requests for Czech Glass buttons. So here are some... I almost said basic black. That's my fashion talking. Classic black.
Yeah, nobody likes to talk basic.
Andrew doesn't like the basic word.
No, because nowadays it means not good. Like old time maybe, but nowadays no. You know, I learned a new word. It's called glizzy.
What?
Glizzy.
Glizzy?
You know what that means?
I've not heard
It
glizzy.
means hot dog.
Hot dog?
Yeah, I know. I don't know how that came about.
A glizzy is a hot dog?
I guess. There are these people talking about how they're going to get their glizzy yesterday. And I was like, what the heck was that? And the heck is that? And then they're like, oh, they instantly blocked my chronological, because then they were like, it's on the TikTok. I was like, oh.
Uh-huh.
I was like, unless I made it over to Instagram, it's not real.
Amy says glizzy has been around the last 2 years.
Well, I'm behind.
We are in the country, Amy, not the city. We're not city folk. So
Do you say glizzy?
who says glizzy?
The children, apparently.
I have never heard of that. I still have not heard of that. That's okay. I don't need to hear that. I will still call it a hot dog. I'm not gonna go to our local and watch my young nephew play and say, I'd like to go get a glizzy. Can you give me a glizzy?
You can change. You're not dead yet. If they taught, if your nephew and niece and them say glizzy, you say glizzy too.
Yeah, but I doubt they do. Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm just.
They say it.
If I go there,
their
I can almost guarantee
You respect their hot dog pronouns.
Their hot dog, yeah. Their hot dog noun. Their new noun for hot dog. But I can almost guarantee that if I go to the concession stand and said I like a glizzy, the people in there are going to look at me like I've lost my mind.
You don't know that.
Like
You
I've
do
lost
not
my
know
mind.
that.
You do not know that.
You don't know who's on the TikTok.
Michelle says, I am in the city and I don't know that.
Well, now you do.
Susan says, I've not heard that term either.
We're learning and growing
Learning
together.
and growing. So here are these pennants that Andrew's talking about.
My glizzy pennants.
Your glizzy. These are not glizzy.
Hey, I have something that looks like a
These
glizzy.
are kind of green, I'm going to say. Gray-green. They're really pretty.
There is a vintage design that looks like it's a hot dog.
I don't know if that's any better or if that's worse. Sometimes the bright light is better, sometimes the bright light is worse. I don't know. What do you all like? Dampened light or bright light? Anyway, these are CZ4. They're $5.25.
Anyway, you can't get a glizzy anyway.
I know. I'd have to have a veggie glizzy.
You have to bring it.
A veggie glizzy? Do they make veggie glizzies too?
Glizzy.
Of a glizzy? That's starting to sound really wrong. Of a glizzy.
That's like the one time I went to the beach show and they were talking about bejazzling. And
Oh no. Oh no.
Like, I don't know. So there's one of the escort crystal things, and they apparently this woman has a business where she was selling templates, so you can always have your bejazzling be even and lined up. And I was like,
Oh my.
I was like, I don't know if I can carry this in the shop and feel good about having those conversations.
Okay, everybody. So these are not so green as they are gray with a bronze finish. With a bronze like Picasso finish. So they are more gray with the bronze, which tricks my eye over here to them looking green in the shadows. But in the light, they are very gray. They have that kind of gray-green cast, but they're gray.
What color would this be?
Huh?
What color do you think everybody would call it?
I don't know. Gray-green maybe, says Michelle. She's seeing, I think, more gray. Susan says, glizzy may have a few other meanings, not ready for prime time. Got to be on the night show for that one. The after hours show.
I don't know if I have that in me.
I don't have that in me today.
Who's in after hours?
Whew, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Slang for a Glock, says Marianne.
Is that because it's so hot dog shaped?
Also hot dog shaped. Andrea Warrior Meadowsmith has joined us.
She just messaged me.
Did she?
I don't know what about.
Next up, these are the green. CZ5, $4.50. Different colors, different shapes, different amounts. Even different colors in the same shape are different amounts, as you've seen. Just depends on what our cost was on these.
That's a lot. Maybe I'll take over and you can do them.
Why? I did them by what I was supposed to. CZ5, these are pennant shapes. And again, these should be, I didn't measure the other ones. I think they're the same, around 11. They're about 11 and a half long. And at their widest, if I can do this, at their widest, they look to be about 4.5 millimeters. All right. And there are multiple strands of these available. They are brand new to us. Andrew is waving and says, Chuck says, hey. Hello back. Hello back.
Andrea, have you heard of glizzy?
Andrea, have you heard of glizzy? Do you know what glizzy is?
I'm learning and growing now.
Andrew's teaching us all new things today.
Correct. Well, not Amy.
Not Amy. Amy knew for 2 years.
How come you didn't tell me, Amy?
I know, right?
I feel so deprived now.
Let me put this here. There we go. Michelle's going to ask my hubby if he has heard of that. He travels around. Maybe he's had a glizzy or two. Does that Snoop Dogg call it that too?
I don't know what people call it. Hot dog.
Andrea says, no, I do not. What is it? It's a hot dog. It's a hot dog, apparently. You want a hot dog nowadays, you got to ask for a glizzy.
Maybe read the room.
Read the room. It may not.
16, then maybe they might know.
Oh, the slang. Like, I don't know. I think about our slang, and I don't think it was anything like, I don't know. Like, we said, like, cool. And what else did we have? I don't know. But I don't feel like we had, like, we changed the name of things.
I'm sure we did.
I can't think of an example where we changed the name of something into something else and totally called it something completely different. Like that.
I don't know.
Can anybody else?
Think about it.
Next up, we've got.
Language is so fluid, and the thing that I see it all the time. There, oh, I'm a grammar Nazi. I was like, so there's multiple problems with that statement. You should not be identifying it as a Nazi for one.
Right.
Number two, if you're really into like hardcore grammar, then you know it's always in flux.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, language always changes. It should change. It has to meet the needs of the people.
So, but I get it. It is something that gives comfort when you're,
Yeah, it gives some people like the rules, and they like to, and it is good to keep up the basic and the rules that form the foundation of the language in most cases. But I think language does need to adapt, and I'm a language nut, and so I really I used to be one of those people who's like, you do it this way, you should do it this way, and I do.
If you understand what it is, then that's what's important.
Right.
Because I've seen some people, they know exactly what something means.
Well, now if some kid asks me for a glizzy, I know, so that's all right.
Yeah, I know. Do you have a glizzy bead?
No. Maybe. CZ6, these are these little, I don't know, I always called these bird tongues. But they're also like a little paddle. Maybe paddle's a better word, I don't know. They're wider back. They're called duck tongues. Yeah. And so, but these are really beautiful because they are blue and they've got this purple. Let me look over in the light. Yes, a purple running through them.
Now you're doubting your eyes.
I know. Well, I have a headache too, so it's not great for seeing things.
You've been thinking too hard on the movies.
I know. Okay, so
I don't know. I sometimes miss it.
What?
A glizzy.
A glizzy? I do. I miss a good glizzy sometimes.
Let me tell you about good. In Tucson, Arizona, they have a thing called the Sonoran dog.
Sonoran dog?
Called Sonoran glizzy.
The Sonoran glizzy? The Snoring glizzy?
And they do all kinds of stuff. They roll it in like bacon and put guacamole on it and all kinds of stuff. It's delicious.
CZ6, $6. We have 12 of them available. We've sold one so far. Thank you so much. Let me check my spam. Get people back into the inbox.
Yeah, I don't know if people are into Czech Glass.
Yeah, we have not been selling as much Czech Glass lately. Although, I will say we've had a few orders in the online store here recently, and it's been all Czech Glass. So you never know. This is the new stuff. Marion says, hot dogs are at most a once per year thing for me.
Yeah.
I used to love hot dogs, actually.
You used to buy them and eat them
I used to buy them, yeah, pretty much and eat them. I just microwave them on a plate and put some ketchup on them. I love that kind of junky meat sometimes. I used to anyway. Just like pepperoni. I'd buy pepperoni by the bag and eat it. That's way different.
One is sliced and has fun patterns.
Fun patterns.
One is homogeneous in one color.
So it's totally different.
Correct. And the taste is different.
Look at how beautiful these are.
No, I took a butcher class, and this is way before we were vegetarian. And let me tell you, for a while, gave up from that. Then when you start finding out what goes into what, you're like, do what?
Do what?
What they call the capicola? That's basically the nose and the other holes.
Great.
And I was like, do what?
Marion says, I prefer Smokies.
What is that?
What are Smokies? Are they the little ones?
Like Vienna sausages?
Like the little Vienna sausages? What are they? See, we don't have Smokies that I know of. I mean, I'm sure we have them, but we don't call anything Smokies here that I know of. CZ7 are these beautiful reddy orange duck tongues with the brown or black.
There used to be a bar at
Brown.
called Smokies I used to go to.
Smokies with mustard. I did like hot dogs with mustard. I will say that. Highwind Glass joined us on Instagram. Thank you so much. If you see anything you like, send us an email to info@allegorygallery.com with the lot number in the subject line. Okay. CZ8 coming up for y'all. Only $3.75 a strand. Are these leaves? Blue and purple. Blue and purple leaves. And these are shorty strands. These are about 4.5 inches. I mean, they're shorty for a regular strand. Czech Glass, that's about normal. CZ8, $3.75. I think that's a really good price. I think we've had really good prices tonight on the Czech Glass. We've got deals for y'all.
I tried.
You did good.
The one it took a couple of months to get.
Yes. Yes. We waited a while for some of these. Quite a while. Marion says sausages, which can include the little ones, but usually are 3 to 6 inches. Huh. What's the difference in consistency, or in taste, between a hot dog and a Smoky?
Maybe more smoke.
More smoke. More of that smoke flavor.
You know some of the fake ones, from my memory, they're pretty accurate.
Yeah. Whenever we have the fake ones, which I still do get sometimes, they're pretty, they sometimes the texture isn't quite right. They're close, but the flavor is pretty good. I don't mind them at all, generally. Next up are these.
They're not a me thing, though.
No, Andrew's not into them so much.
I won't say no, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, for snacks.
Right? He's not just going to grab one and make a snack out of it. I will. So these are they have like a metallic coating, and they are generally an ambery orange color.
Those are beautiful.
With almost like a silver green metallic coating on them.
Those are beautiful. They're shining in the light.
I know. They are really pretty. I don't know if they're showing up on the camera as well, but
They look like a Hessenite garnet.
they do look like Hessenite garnets.
Got burnt orange.
Yep. CZ9, only $3.75 a strand. This is a shorty 2-inch strand.
Somebody make me a dragon out of that real quick.
Right? CZ9.
We watched that House of the Dragon.
Yeah, we did.
I saw that one dude blizzing. I was like, dude, clap my feet.
They done showed everything.
Alright.
They showed everything on that episode.
I thought they were getting away from that.
Yeah, just when you think, they come back to it.
And they're like, no.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, they did show more too.
Yeah, they did. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for joining in. We're doing Czech Glass today. This is a beautiful pink with that metallic on there. A little bit of just that little bit of metallic flash. CZ10, $4.50 a strand. This is approximately a 2.75 inch strand. $4.50 for these beautiful little leaves.
What is a Negroni?
Huh?
Negroni Spagliato. What is that?
Negroni Spagliato.
Yeah.
I used to know what a Negroni was. I've ordered Negronis before.
I thought I did too, but I don't think I remember.
I used to order. I'm trying to think what a Negroni had in it, though. I never ordered a lot of them because I think I ended up not really liking it. It does have Campari, I believe. I was going to say it's some kind of, let's see, Negroni.
It's not the beer, because that's a
Gin, sweet vermouth, and Campari.
Huh? What is that?
Gin, sweet vermouth, and Campari.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I would like.
I know. Suzanne says, I think gin. Yes, it is gin. Next up, we have these little smooth rondelles, CZ11, in this light blue, this robin egg kind of blue color.
I used to be a bartender a long time ago, but their drinks were not very exciting.
These are 6 millimeters. Your drinks weren't very exciting.
No, it was like, what's on tap? And then you're like, we have Guinness, and we have not Guinness.
Not Guinness. Suzanne went to the pool today, just came back. That's nice. Susie was asking, I said, I wondered where you were. Yeah. Suzanne's allergic to gin.
Oh, really?
That's
Junipers?
Those junipers.
Yeah, when it would be really slow, because we were also open till 4 in the morning. And so when it was slow, because oftentimes it would be, we would play a game called Make Vintage Cocktail Recipes, and some of them were nasty.
I bet.
And I was like, who made this up and thought it was a good idea? Because some of them you have to split the cream. So basically you make it as your own cheese drink.
Yeah, no thanks. Well, maybe, but
even the resident alcoholic would not drink it. And like that dude, he would drink anything, and he would drink out other people's cups. And I was like, you know, somebody else's mouth has been on that, and he was like, I don't care, the alcohol will kill it.
You're not going to eat the cheese drink or drink the cheese drink.
So we had to do a dare, and had to see who would do it. And,
a dare. So these are the vintage. The definite vintage.
I'm not going to say who got it, because that came right back up, went down.
Ooh. Look the same. This is CZ12. These are $6 each. There are only 2 of these strands available. Vintage strands. 6-inch strand. 8.5 millimeter faceted rondelles. This beautiful light blue glass. It's got some of that transparency in there as well with the white.
The worst part is it was on fire.
Oh, they set fire to the cheesy drink?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like something called like Pink Alaska.
No, thank you. Like baked Alaska?
I don't know, but it looked horrifying.
Okay, I'm getting a little bit chilly.
And I was like, did I make this wrong? Because this is also before the internet. So
Like, maybe the info was old.
I was like,
All right.
you know how sometimes in them cookbooks,
One of CZ12 has sold. Thank you so much.
They don't always test the recipes, right? There's a big whole scandal about how, like the joy of cooking or something like that. Not all the recipes were tested. They
I
just
never heard
compiled
that.
all of them, and people would make recipes, and then they wouldn't turn out, and people would be so curious.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that might have been one of the cases. Like somebody was like, I'm gonna go collect all the old timey recipes, and then they made the old timey recipe, and then it was not for the consumption of humans.
Not for the human consumption. So these are beautiful vintage beads. These, I don't know, you can call these what you want. These either look like beetles to me, like wings there, or they could be like little leaves.
A glizzy.
Glizzy, they're not glizzies. Could be. But they could be like a little forest if you do them this way. They could be a little bug, I think, if you do it this way. Whatever you see in there. I'm not sure what they're actually supposed to be. But this is a long strand. It's only $6.50. We do technically have two of these. One of them broke, but we still have all of the strand. So there are two of them. This is a 12-inch strand. And this is about 7.5 by about 13 millimeters. One of those has sold. We do have one left.
That you never will find again.
No. Marianne says it looks like an ear of corn. Does it look like an ear of corn? Oh, it could be an ear of corn. If you hold it this way, that could be an ear of corn. I could see that too. Yeah. So there you go. Looks like berries and leaves to Michelle. Could very well be. You can use that one however you want. I like those when you can interpret them your own way. Next up, CZ14. CZ14 is this same, I think, what was it? 8.5 millimeter. Suzanne saw cricket wings on that one. Good, good. I like that too. CZ14, these are a deeper color blue than the previous ones. This is still the same 6-inch strand, 8.5 millimeter faceted rondelles. But look how lovely. Beautiful blue. Two of them available. That's it. No more after that. These are the vintage strands. And both of those have sold. $6. Both of those have sold.
I have one coming up that's kind of
Similar.
But it's a little bit different.
So, similar but different. That's the way of it. That's bead life. Suzanne says, thunderstorms now scared both the cats. Aw. Charlie and Cinnamon under the bed, right? We're not supposed to get thunderstorms. Andrew hasn't told me, his head hasn't told me we're getting thunderstorms today. I'm going to use that from now on. These are $8.25 for these coins. This is an 8-inch strand, and these coins are about 14 millimeters by, let's see, about 6.5. Beautiful blue, one strand only. One strand only available. This beautiful blue with the metallic finish.
How much are they?
$8.25. $8.25. CZ15. That's a really pretty one. That's really pretty. It's one of my favorites tonight. It really glows in light. I don't know if it was doing it on camera. All right. You've got some for me over there. I've caught up.
You're going to have to go over there in a second.
CZ16. $5 only for these little interlocking half moons. I know some of y'all love this shape when we have it.
You don't usually get it very often.
No, we don't get it very often. We've seen a few of these over the past few weeks, but we don't get this very often. But it's this beautiful shape. It interlocks like that with one another, and they make a really fun kind of statement in your piece. And this is green. There's only one of these available. CZ16. This is like a long strand. This is an 8-inch strand. 8-inch strand. CZ16 has sold out. Thank you so much. All right. Here's the one he said he has another one like those others. This is a little bit more teal than the others. Teal color. CZ17. $7. One of these available. This should be 8.5. Yep, 8.5 millimeter faceted rondelle on a 6-inch strand. Susan says, not a fan of storms either. Amanda has thunderstorms possible for the next 4 hours. Sounds like they're going to be coming our way. CZ17 sold out. Thank you so much. Everyone's liking the vintage ones. Liking these vintage, huh? CZ18, $8. Ooh, these are nice. These are nice. Look at these. Have you ever seen that in Czech Glass before? That's like a gold coppery metallic inlay in there with the black bead. CZ18, only $8. This is a long strand. This is an 8-inch strand. And these are 13 millimeter coins by about 5.5 millimeters. CZ18. Marion says, Drat's not fast enough. There were a number of people not fast enough for CZ17. CZ18 has sold out. Thank you so much. Let me get these. I've got some bags here. Let me put these in bags so I don't lose them. Makes me think spider, says Marianne. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like that idea. Whoa!
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
We watched that one. What's that called? Madam Web.
Madam Web.
People were all disgruntled because Madam Web in the comic book was like a Lily-Con. And then, but you know, in the show, it's like her origin story, so.
All right.
She's young.
We got CZ19. Thank you. Ooh, you're getting a deal with these. CZ19, $8 for the big uns. Now, you know, we learned from Lenka that there's only a very small amount of people that do big Czech glass beads, right? So these don't come out very often, this size. So if you see these, they probably came from 1 or 2 different families only that make the big beads. And this is a 7-inch strand, and these are about 16.5 millimeter faceted rounds in blue, and they have already sold out. Thank you so much. CZ19, $8. Yeah, 20 coming up. Susan's asking Marianne, I even hate to do it, is all quiet and he's singing tonight? It is Friday night. It is Friday.
Yeah, it is. What's on the playlist tonight?
Yes, Marianne, is your Friday night yodeler starting up yet? Asks Amanda. Marianne says, shh, he might take that as a request, but no. All right. Next up. Ooh, these are really sparkly. CZ20 are these clear bicones, faceted.
The crystal kind.
The crystal. This is Czech Glass crystal. You can tell it's very sharp.
So
I mean, not sharp, but you can tell. It's made different. Old-timey Czech Glass crystal, CZ20, 1 strand available. This is nice. About 5.5 to 6 inch strand. About 6 to 6.5 millimeters. Looks like 6.2 millimeters. CZ20. Look at that. Those are nice. Beautiful Czech Glass crystal. $8 for the strand. These ones are definitely vintage, he said. CZ20. 1 strand available. All right. CZ21. These are fun. Wow. I haven't seen this shape. I don't know if I've ever seen this shape before. These are really cool. Corner drilled rectangles. And they're table cut. Table cut corner drilled rectangles. CZ21. This is about a 12-inch strand. I don't even know how to measure these. I guess you measure them kind of this way. 12.5 by lengthwise, which is, if they'll stay here, about 12. CZ21. Very interesting shape. Only $6 for the whole strand. Table cut, corner drilled rectangles. They've got a little bit more going on to them even than that. They've got some of this little twisty cut in there. I like these. I like these a lot. They're a little bit chubbier in one end, and then they flatten out a little bit. Just a really cool shape. CZ21. Oh no, Marianne said, from your lips to his brain, Susan. Oh no, did he just start up? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. It was bound to happen. It's Friday night entertainment. Right?
You're terrible.
CZ21.
Serenading you
once again.
He's waiting for you to come to him, luring
you with fury. Some people think that's attractive.
He's like, maybe one day she'll come to me.
Okay, up to 22, Andrew. You got 22 ready?
Yep. We're going to have to go over here and do the rest of them.
Huh?
I'll do it. Swap.
Oh, we're swapping?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh, it's fine. He isn't singing, she said.
Oh. What?
What's going on?
I thought he wanted to win you over. Hello, everyone. Now, don't everybody leave.
We can't afford that.
All right, this CZ22, y'all. This is $6.50.
This one you didn't get done.
No, I was having a hard time pulling that apart. All right, so these ones, they're kind of a cranberry color, but then they've got kind of a little bit of a pearlescent kind of shimmer to them, and they This is a 8-inch, around 8-inch strand. And then we've got them, they're about approximately 13 wide by about, about 20 or so long. And then by about 6 thick. Amanda says, see you next time. Going to watch Canada versus Venezuela. I hope you all have a great evening and weekend. Is that some kind of sports?
She's watching the soccer.
These are real pretty. So this is CZ22. There's one strand of this available. And so far it's still available. I'm going to leave this right here while I get a bag so I can bag it up. Alright. Marianne says it's soccer. Is it soccer like? Is that the one that's called football? Football. I don't know.
Copa.
Amanda says Copa America, Canada finally qualified. Well, that's nice. All right, so this one here, CZ23, is $6. And these ones are a little bit more of a deeper kind of cranberry, but they're translucent or transparent. And they like a rounded rectangle. Ooh, this berry goodness. Raspberry delight. You know, I never understood why they had raspberries be blue. You know? Like, why is raspberry flavor blue? I don't know. And I think it's because so that they don't get confused with strawberry, right? Or watermelon or whatever color they're doing. Alright. So these ones are approximately 6.5. It's almost 7. Sometimes they tumble these, so that's why they're a little bit off. So about 15 by about 7 by about 7.5. And they're all like that. A little bit different. So I'm super excited. I'm going to be going out to Peters Valley pretty soon. I'm going to learn chasing and repoussé from Adam Atkinson. I won this really prestigious scholarship. And it's kind of funny because I had this book on my shelf about this one artist, and then I won that grant. So pretty excited for that. I was supposed to take this workshop with Aaron Decker, and this one's slightly twisted. Do you see that? Got a slight twist in it. But everyone else is not. It's more. Anyway, so I'm going to take that, and then I'm headed to Tennessee, and I'm going to be taking a casting class with somebody who lives 45 minutes away from me, but I have to drive 9 hours to take the workshop. But I'm excited. I like Airmont. It's really pretty there. All right. So up next, CZ24. Marion says it's because not enough red colors for popsicles. Susan says raspberry is red with cool cast, has a small amount of blue or purple. I don't know.
But mash them all up, you're going to get red.
Oh, he said if you mash it, you won't get red.
I don't know where the blue coloring came from.
This is raspberry popsicle flavored. I see blue. This is what your tongue's gonna turn. And there's that. And there are these. What do you call this? they're not really bicones. Elongated, triangulating.
Considered rice beads.
Susan says it stains red. Like a, yeah, it does. I like raspberries better than I like blackberries.
Raspberry is one of my favorite things.
And it's not because I put it on my fingers like a little hat either.
You can do that with blackberries too.
Can you? There's seeds on blackberries though. Those get stuck all up in your teeth, and you're gonna be.
I'm thinking black raspberries.
I don't know, but the ones they're shaped like a little hat.
Yeah.
Raspberries. So this is CZ24. They're $6 a piece. I have 2 strands of this available. I don't know if y'all gonna like that. I like it. I'd make something with that. All right, I'm gonna swap with you, William.
Where are you swapping to?
You with you.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be over here existing.
I thought you were gonna finish this.
No. Then do you want more people to leave?
Did more people leave?
Yes.
Oh no! You jumped up in numbers, way higher. It's 16. I didn't have more than 12.
Nope. Don't try to gaslight me. I saw the number.
I did too. People like you, Andrew. They really like you.
Nah.
They like you. They really like you.
I know the truth. Everybody's there favoritizing William.
Look, we got some people going to spam though. Let me kick you back into the inbox.
Uh-oh. I thought I was like,
So,
damn, nobody
I know 24 has sold, 21 has sold, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. I don't know if we had multiples of all those, but at least one of each of those is sold out. Oh, let's see here. Okay, what's next? Where are we? 24. How are y'all doing? We sold one of these, one of the 2 available.
Marianne, what's he singing tonight?
I thought she said he wasn't singing.
Maybe he's gearing up.
You are just trying to cause trouble over there.
No, I want them to have a sweet romance.
A
Like
sweet
Hallmark.
romance. A Hallmarkian romance.
And then it would be like duets.
Duets. I know you did last Friday.
I'm going to be a #1 hit seller of a romance novel.
Here are table cut ovals. Let's call them table cut ovals in this beautiful evergreen color. CZ25.
Ooh, that's a nice.
$7 for the strand. 1 strand available. 8-inch strand. And these are approximately 12.5 millimeters by 14, we're going to say. 12.5 by 14. Marianne says, I'm shaking my head, Andrew. 30 lots tonight, asked Suzanne. There are 34, I believe, tonight.
You counting this limeade one?
That's counting that one, yeah. 34 lots tonight. CZ25, 1 available.
Shaking your head, yes.
CZ23 has also, I believe, sold out. We've sold one of them anyway. I don't know how many we had. I took them all away from myself, so.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
That's cute. Meet cute. Imagine that as your meet cute. Oh my god.
What's a meet cute? What's her meet cute?
Meet cute is what the young people say when there's
I know what it is.
cute story about how they got together.
And what is the meet cute that she couldn't stand his singing?
Yes.
That's
That is like it. Then they play the piano together.
Then they play the piano together.
Correct. And this and then they start singing, and then they beautifully harmonize and they complemented each other's voices, vocal range wise.
Oh my goodness. I think you're dreaming up a lot about this person.
I hope they're hot because some,
Especially since apparently they can't sing. So
yes,
they got to make up for it in the face.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe Maybe it's the story of true love.
True love.
Or you could call it tone deaf.
Tone deaf.
That's the name of
That's the name of the story now.
Because duet sounds like they already can sing, right? You know?
Yes, it does. CZ26, I've not even talked about it, and it has already sold. Thank you so much. 8mm.
It could be such a beautiful love story.
A beautiful love story. He's trying to make the love story happen for you, Marianne.
Manifesting it.
Manifesting it for you. What if she doesn't want the love story? You're wasting all that time manifesting.
Maybe he'll buy you some beads, you know?
CZ27. One strand of these available. These are really awesome.
What do the cats do when he starts out? Do they sing along as well?
Do the cats sing along?
Oh my gosh, that'd be so adorable.
Beautiful. CZ27. These almost have like a wooden texture. Well, not texture, but coating. And CZ27 has just sold out. These are about 7.5mm rounds. $5 for the strand. Sold out. Thank you so much. Only one of those were available. Andrew has the love story ready, says Michelle.
I know. Anybody have any in?
Marianne says, I don't want it. I have cats.
Oh, well, you never know. Maybe you get a little bit lonesome.
Oh my goodness.
It's Friday night after all.
Oh my goodness. Andrew's still going to keep trying.
Well, I'm just trying to want the best for everybody.
All right. These are some of the best little Czech glass beads I've seen.
And if we can turn this into a money-making story.
Hey, Sonia's here with us.
Hey,
hello,
Sonia.
friend.
I'm going to see you on Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
Is that the day? Where are we seeing her?
She's coming here.
Here, the house? Here, the cottage?
Here, the house, I think.
Okay. CZ28. I was meant to ask you what the plan was. Let me check these in the light.
What time do you want to get together?
So these are clear with an AB finish on the sides. These little leaves. Look at that. Look at those. Look how pretty those are. CZ28, only $3.75. What?
Have you heard of a glizzy, Sonia?
Sonia says, yes, I'm so excited, Andrew. She says, pretty to these. And Andrew wants to know, Sonia, if you know what a glizzy is.
And also what time you want to come over.
And what time do you want to come over? Making plans during the live.
It's fine. That's where we're both on.
He says, we're here. Let's do this.
Correct.
2-inch strand, shortest strand, but that's normal for a Czech glass strand of this kind of shape. If I put it in this round, it looks more normal, right?
Oh, I should also warn you, our house is not fancy.
CZ28, $3.75.
So
2 of those 12 have sold. Thank you so much. Yes, our house is not fancy. Don't expect fancy. It's very well lived in.
Correct.
That's how I like to describe our home. It is a home that is well lived in.
A little too much sometimes.
A little too much sometimes.
A lot of life happening up in home.
All right, next up, CZ29. Look at these pearlescent, these little lavender amethyst hued pearlescent beauties. How can you resist these? Aren't they calling to everyone?
Hey, do you remember where my African porcupine clothes are? Are they at the cottage?
I thought they all went to the cottage, because didn't you take them to a class? You took a bunch of them to a class one time. We took a bunch, I think, for the epoxy class. CZ29, $3.75 each. 12 strands available. Beautiful, beautiful strand of these little leaves or tongues or daggers or drops, whatever you want to call them.
Those are pretty.
These are really pretty. CZ29.
Is this AB?
They are AB. They are AB. They're this beautiful opalescent kind of color in this little lavender amethyst with the AB finish. They got all the colors.
I think I would like to be that color.
I wouldn't mind being that color. That's a good color to be.
Imagine that.
Hubby doesn't know what a glizzy is and said people need to stop inventing stuff up and go with the standard.
What who said that?
Of Michelle's husband.
You can do whatever you want.
Glizzy. It's, for those of you who don't know, we're just joined in. It's a hot dog, apparently. Andrew learned this on the TikTok.
I didn't learn it from TikTok, but somebody said it of the TikTok generation. And I was like, I don't know what that is. What is that? And then somebody Googled that for me helpfully. So,
Urban Dictionary'd it.
I felt real old when somebody Googled that for me. Because usually I'm the Googler.
I know. You send the Google that for me, usually.
I don't send that anymore because I almost got in trouble.
Yeah, that was... Andrew used to send that helpful little... There used to be a tool.
Oh,
let me Google that for you, and you'd plug it in and you'd send them the link and it would Google it for them.
And it would show you a step-by-step tutorial on how to use Google.
How to use Google.
I did that one time and somebody flipped out. And I was afraid for myself.
These are these little leaves in this beautiful ruby color, this ruby pink. CZ30, $3.50 a strand, 12 strands available. Suzanne says, what's wrong with saying hot dog? You know, sometimes...
maybe they have a new way.
Glizzy. I don't know. I need to see the etymology of where glizzy came from.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, how did that make that happen?
Like listening?
I know. Like, is it like loaded up? Is it like, what is this? Marion says apparently it started in Washington D.C., which might explain it.
What did that mean?
I don't know. D.C. Beautiful. CZ30. 12 of those available. $3.50.
I'm just imagining somebody on the side of the street going, get your glizzy. Your fresh glizzy.
Fresh glizzy.
I hope it's fresh.
Are they ever really fresh?
Could swear that the one in the rotisserie thing, you know how they have that thing that's like a carousel?
Yep.
So I had went out to Tucson. I had stopped at this convenience store. I saw that in there roasting away. Was gone for a month. Drove back. Stopped, and I was almost 100% positive that was the same one.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you got that. Oh, Marion says it was because the barrel of a Glock is the length of a standard hot dog.
Oh.
So there's how it came to be. Hot dogs and the Glocks are the same length. So it's a glizzy.
Oh my word.
Because glizzy, we said, what, was also the name for a Glock?
Oh my goodness.
So there you go. There's the more you know.
Now I know.
Now you know the dangers behind the hot dogs. So these are these duck tongues, CZ31. These are a beautiful red and clear. It almost looks gray. It is kind of gray green. Again, that gray green color.
I love gray green.
Me too, but it's hard to tell what it is for me today. But it's
what
that.
What about gray green?
This, look.
That's called orange.
No, with the orange, with the red. The other part of that.
I was like, are you... How much of a headache do you have?
The other part of that.
You invert in colors.
Now I just looked at the light too much. Vegan hot dogs are so good, says Susan. We were talking about that earlier. I like them. I will heat them up just on a plate as a snack. Andrew, not so much.
I'll have it, but it's not.
He'd rather cook it into something else. He cuts them into little bits and fries them.
Yeah, because
Sautés them in the pan. Gets
you know
that
what
good.
I miss musabi.
Musabi.
But somebody said that they have a
There is a vegan or vegetarian Spam. We've never tried it.
Then what's in it?
I don't know.
Just for color or
I don't
texture?
know. That was CZ31, everybody. I don't know. We have 12 of those available. One so far has sold. Thank you so much. What doesn't sell these will probably end up in the online store or the physical store.
I was thinking about doing Kittapalooza again, but I don't know if y'all like that.
I don't know if anyone's ready for Kittapalooza yet. Anybody ready for
We haven't done the
Kittapalooza?
summer one.
I
Used to do
know.
one every season.
Let's see. Suzanne says yuck. Yuck to what? The vegan Spam? The veggie Spam? I used to like Spam. I never thought I liked Spam. And then we had the Musabi. And then I realized I do like Spam.
Oh my gosh. It's basically soy sauce, brown sugar, and what else is the other thing? I think rice wine vinegar, maybe.
Yeah, and it's like caramelizes over the Spam.
And it makes it a little bit crunchy.
Makes the outside of the Spam crunchy. And then you put it over rice with a seaweed wrap.
And you can get this for breakfast at the McDonald's.
In Hawaii.
And I was like, oh my gosh, is this my best life?
with the hopia pudding pies.
Oh my gosh, that kind of looks kind of different, but because it's
Look at these, y'all.
Anyways.
Yellow and red, which also gives it an orange color in the middle where they meet. CZ32 already sold one of these, $7.50 per strand, 12 strands available. Really beautiful bird tongues. Well, hello, buddy. Hello. Well, I'm just doing live. What are you up to? Huh? I missed you. I missed you today.
Did you hear him? He said, "What's up?"
Yeah, he does. He says, what's up? What you doing? He asks me all the time. Huh. Yeah, he's a good boy. Talks to me. Cinnamon's hiding, huh, from the thunderstorms. Oh, yeah. Watch out, he says. Watch out. Oh, buddy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
He's talking to you.
He is talking. He's talking good. He wants to sit with me. Come on, sit down, buddy.
He's disgusted by your flesh, though. But low key.
Oh.
Tallulah, get out.
Danette has 8.5 days of antibiotics left. Ooh. I'm waiting for my results to see if I have to go through the antibiotics or not.
You're going to celebrate with a beverage?
Let's see Barnaby. They want to see you. Oh, getting so many kisses. Getting so many kisses. Huh. Here, let's flip the camera so we can see Barnaby. Where are we here? They want to see you, Barnaby. They want to see you. There, can you see us?
Yeah.
No. Hello. There he is. There's my buddy, huh? Don't show butt. No. Oh,
they have to pay extra, Barnaby.
You gotta pay extra for that. Hi, buddy. Yeah, that's my buddy. Where are you going? You don't want to be on camera.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh, getting taken away. Taken away. All right.
Boy, he's purring so good and hard.
Yeah, that's my buddy. That's my buddy. That's right. I love you. Yeah. I do. I love you.
He just
Yeah, he did, because he says, you're making me go away. Sounds like he is saying, where have you been? I missed you. He does. He asks me every day, where were you? And he says, how are you? Where were you? He says, I missed you. I love you. He's a good boy.
Nico, what up?
Barnaby is quite the talker, says Susan. Yes, he is. He talks to me all the time. CZ32, $7. Right?
Well, that fireworks was starting to...
Yeah, starting.
Maybe that's why they didn't do it, because it was like a weird day, Thursday.
Maybe. We're going to get all the fireworks tonight.
And tomorrow.
CZ33. We've got more buttons. 75 cents each. Czech Glass black buttons.
And they're kind of a fun matte finish.
Yeah, these are interesting. They're a matte finish button, and they have the bell back here incorporated in glass. Sometimes they're wires. These are all made glass. So this is the other design. We had other buttons earlier today. Danette says, looks like I missed a lot. You did. You did. We're going to 34 tonight. You're almost tuned in at the very end. Hopefully you can take a look again. So these are buttons CZ33, only 75 cents each for a Czech Glass button in black. Not often do you see black Czech Glass buttons, I feel like. These are really cool.
For a certain project in mind.
And then
I moved on.
he moved on.
I was gonna do this
These
one.
took a while to come in, so he moved on from that project.
Some of the ones.
Oh, I didn't. Where's my
Paper?
CZ. This is CZ34. Right? Yeah. CZ34, the last one tonight. I really like this color. These are these pinnacles. Pennant. What do you call this?
Pennant.
Pennants. Pennant shape. This is a longer version, I feel like.
Did you get? Isn't there a block button here?
There is, or there was. I thought there was. It was right here, I thought.
On the floor, right?
Yeah. Maybe I picked it up at some point.
I was gonna see if any of them were
Fluoresced.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't know those blocks.
Somebody I think asked if my tick was positive. I don't know yet. I sent the things away. I'm waiting to hear the results. It takes a little while for them to get through the mail. I sent them just before the 4th, so they're probably delayed in the holiday mail. So we'll see. I'm hoping not, but I have a tendency, once the ticks come out, I squeeze the heck out of where they were to try and, back if there was anything, to try and squeeze it out. And so sometimes I make a bruise, and so it's hard for me to tell if it's a bullseye or if it's my own bruise. One of them kind of did what looked kind of like a bullseye, so yeah, we'll see. So these little pennants in this kind of limey green color, which I love. CZ34, $6 each only. First strand, we have 12 strands of these available. These are about 6-inch strands, nice big strands for those. CZ34. And we have a few claims on those. Thank you so much. Hi, Gilbert. Poor Gilbert. He didn't get to go out today. He was a little timid at the door. And I tried to let him out twice, and he didn't want to go out. And then he really wanted to go out, but it was too late. Anything fluorescing? Nothing. So, no. Oh.
Are you done?
Yep, we're going to go. Let me say goodbye. Let me flip the camera. He found the black light. None of these are fluorescing tonight. Just so y'all know, since we brought that up.
Oh, these are.
Oh, which ones? The little flowers or the leaves?
The leaves.
The purple and blue? I think it was purple and blue. So the purple and blue leaves, which were... These were lot C28. C28. So if you got C28, they fluoresce. And those were $3.75 each.
Nice.
Nice, right? Sylvia said, this and the other shape that you've been showing are wonderful. I'm interested in seeing what people create with them. Me too. Me too. Because those pennants and those little leaf shapes are fun to play with, I think. And hopefully you all make some creative stuff with them and show it to us on the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges group on Facebook. Right? You're going to do that, right, everybody? Poor Gilbert, timing is everything. Isn't it that way? Isn't it that way? Susie says, good night. See you Monday, if not before, right? Neighbor. But yes, thank you all so much for joining in. I felt like it was a quick one tonight, but it is like 9:30. So thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for chit-chatting, catching up. And we're glad that it seems everyone had a pretty okay holiday, the 4th of July. And we will see you back here on Monday with something else. Who knows what we'll get up to? Stay tuned. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. And if you're in Johnstown, stop by the store and say hi. See everyone. Bye now.
See ya.